Seems so to me, seems so to me. Well, working on Mama's table. Starting to, that's what it looks like underneath. I think it's her mother's or grandmother's table, and it was all rotten. Top was going. And I took the top off. You know what I mean? We're still giving it. the old dust off her, you know what I mean? The old dust off her. Wonder how that's going to look with the old linseed, double boiled linseed, you know what I mean? Take my hat off and take my... Let's check her out. Oh, soaking in there. Yes, sir. You ain't soaking it in like that, are you? You know, these sleeves are going to get dragging in it, and I don't like that business. Just roll my sleeves up. Put a few coats of that on it and seep in the wood. Seems so to me. It's quite a thing, you know. Rub it in. Get a beautiful table. Sand that stuff off it there. Looks good, eh, guys? What do you think? Looks very old and stuff. Let that sink in, you know, and it sticks in that old pond, and that looks real good. That's so good. That's beautiful. Pond's fine. I get Mr. Kenneth. He's here. Young feller. Nice young gentleman. He's, I said, you want any slab wood, boards, like waste materials for kidlings, and you know, might have other stuff, you know, we'll give you. He said, sure. So I said, you clean it up, you rake it, you have a rake and you do a good job, and I'll give you extra stuff. He said, yeah, nice, that'd be fine. He's happy, and I'm happy, he's doing a great job. And I had an old saw here, it wasn't old, it was a new one, but I brought it from out west, and I did a lot of work with it. And it wouldn't cut the big beams that I wanted to, so I just set it aside, and I use it, you know, as a rough saw for outside. I kept it outside, and like, anyway, I don't think he had one of them saws. Cut off bifolding sliding saw. I think I paid $400 some for it, but I got my use out of it, and I didn't want to have it not being used, so I gave that to him, and he will use it whatever he wants it for, right? And I get my yard cleaned. I just don't have time, guys, and I'm glad that he's coming into my life, because I have no way to mow my lawn. I asked him, does he mow lawns? He said he does mow some. Well, I said, wow, that's nice. I said, would you consider mowing my lawn? I mean, I'll pay you. He said, yes, I'll mow your lawn. And I said, if I have any more waste material, would you want it? He said, sure, right? So I got a big barrel that my brother Darren gave me, big old 45-gallon steel drum. Whoop. And I'm putting all the waste all of the waste, my cuttings, like my board cuttings, right into the barrel. And I put it up onto one of these stands, like these stands here, like I made for outside there, cut off table stands. And when it gets full, I call him up or whatever, he'll come and we'll dump the barrel because it's up in the air. Just basically, we ain't got to lift it up, right? Got to use your noggin, you got to think, right? So that's what I did, and the barrel's almost full already. Yeah, so this is mother's table, or her grandmother's, I don't know. She's old. It used to have a centerpiece that's flipped out, but the whole top was like made of like laminate or something. Years ago, when the first laminate came out, maybe that was the thing, right? This oil gets on here and it's a beautiful thing. So he's cleaning, he's on his third load. He did his third load. He's at a Ford half-ton. And he did his third load. So far. Yeah. This old Pawn, you know, she soaks up, you know. It's old linseed oil. Doing it good. Looks good, guys. Guys, looks beautiful, huh? Well, especially, it's a nice, almost like a big cutting board at the table, eh? Makes it look nice. We'll do under here too, okay? Okay, guys? We'll do under here. Let's do under here. It looks beautiful, guys. We're doing a fine job, you know what I mean? This is the first piece of work I did in Big Blue. You know what I mean? Doing it for Mama. Okay. I got a lot of loads for Mr. Kenneth there. A lot of loads, you know what I mean? And he's happy. He's happy he's getting all that. And I'm happy to get it done. So it's a win-win, you know what I mean? He thinks so, and I do. I told him I'll get more wood, and whatever I don't want, I'll see if he wants. He said he'll take anything from me. You know. And I said, I'll run it by you. If you want it, you can have it. He's a nice guy. You know what I mean? So, he's going to mow my lawn, like I said. And I wanted to get somebody to mow my lawn. And this guy's a trustworthy guy. Eh? You can see, look right in his face. Here he comes again with his red truck. See his red truck pulling in? He said once he starts, he ain't stopping. Oh, he'll stop if it gets dark. You know what I mean? Let that set a bit. Wipe my hands off. Get the oil off my hands. You know what I'm saying? He just got his truck fixed, he said, from a diesel mechanic. Happens to be a diesel mechanic, Red Seal diesel mechanic. Let that sink in there. I'll guard him back. You know what I mean? Doing good, buddy. You're doing good.
Yeah, kind of pulling around for you.
You're doing good. You said when you start, you got the lights on now, baby.
There it keep going.
You said once I start, you said you're gonna go right at her.
Yeah.
Keep at her.
Once I start, I'll...
That's looking really good now. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah,
It's a blessing, eh?
yeah,
Blessing for you and a blessing for me.
yeah,
And I got this stuff over here. See? You can have all them chips and you rake it.
yeah.
If you want to rake that too, if you don't mind.
I'll
That
rake
little
that.
bit there, please. And then all these things is good chips for kids.
Okay.
I used to use them all the time.
Yeah.
You throw them babies out, they'll start to blur.
Oh, yeah. I'll take
Now, I've got a little bit more wood there, but you want to go through it. Take out a couple of big ones. Tarps out, I'll put them in one spot. We'll just chuck it. We'll chuck it right here on the step. Right here.
How many cords did you burn this one?
Man, I burned, since I got that run 2 stoves, I burned I'll get you do some other stuff too, and pay you for it, you know.
Yeah.
Keep you busy, keep you a little jiggle, keep always Yeah, no, you've got a nice wheeler. They never give my totes back. Totes, that. I left them up to the junkyard.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll go out and ask them sometime though.
Yeah.
If they don't want to give me
That's right.
Okay, good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna clean up that. We went through 2 cord. Oh, here's a table. Look at it, guys. Look. Huh? That's old-fashioned hardwood. And hardwood meets pine. Look at that. Huh? I like it how it hangs out. So you can get your feet underneath there, your body underneath there. You got lots of table room. It's only standard 54 inches, right? 53, 54 inches, which is beautiful for a table, right? It's put in good. I got big, heavy clamps underneath of it. And it's really solid. That's going to be a good thing. You gotta love it. You gotta love the whole situation. I like things being cleaned up. When things gets cleaned up, when your mind gets cleaned up, your mind gets clear. You get too much you got too many irons in a fire. And then you got messes. You got messes everywhere. Mess, and it don't look good. And my brother was walking by and he noticed it and he mentioned it on a casual way. Yo, your place is getting kind of messed up there a bit, eh? And he kept walking. And I said, yeah, that's right. I carried away too many irons in the fire. So my other brother, Jack, I said, Jack, you want some kidlings? Jack said, oh, no, I got kidlings. I said, I think I might know who want them. Because I seen him go by. Kenneth went by in his red truck with a big load of slab wood. And I went, I bet you Kenneth might want some of this wood. And he's a nice guy, easy going, eh? And Jack said, I'll go back and I'll talk to him. Y'all go back to the door. I'll go back and check him out. You know what I mean? And I'll say, come down. I said, well, make an appointment for 10 o'clock. But what Jack didn't know, he had his truck down to the mechanic. And he was driving around with a little girl. So anyway, he rolled in today. I think it was this morning or last night. I forget. Rolled in. And I said, we had a big talk. And I said, you do this, you do that. I'll give you a bunch of hardwood. I'll give you a bunch of logs that I'm not going to use. You can junk up for firewood and I'm sweeten the deals, right? And it's worth money, but I want him to have it because he's doing such a fine job. And he's raking it and cleaning it. Just look outside. There's a big mess out there. Just look out there. Look out the window. No, it's all clean. The only thing left is my things I'm selling. Now, mind you, right here, it might look messy, but that's the wood I was saving. I saved that out. He swept off the deck. I cleaned everything off there. We took everything off the rocking chair. The deck's all clean, all raked, and it's beautiful. And I don't know, it's just a good thing, right? It's good. It's 2 people can do a lot together, right? We got 2 people. Doesn't even matter if they're working together. Just to feed off the energy of each person, and it keeps things going. Whew. Anyway, that's the table right there. It's beautiful. Look. That oil's sinking in there, and I hope she likes it. I think she will. It's like the old retro look, eh? Yeah. You can smell the double boiled linseed oil. It's got that unique smell to it, and I like the smell. I'm hoping that it won't make anybody sick. I don't think it would. Don't make me sick, because I just like the smell of it. It just smells good. And if they make it, it can't be poisonous. Like, it can't be. We're not saying you're going to throw the food on the table and eat the food off the table. No, nobody's doing that. What I'm saying is, it shouldn't bother nobody. I think it's good. And if somebody wanted to, they could take a piece of clear plastic and you run a piece of clear plastic over it and drape it over and it's done. You still see the table, right? So it makes it good, right? But look, it's a beautiful thing. And I got that all done. I got that done today. And what else? I don't know. I got all kinds of stuff I got to do. And I'm doing them. Well, guys, smile. I showered and I'm dirty again. Yeah. Look at that hair. I got some hair now. I love that, eh? Pretty cool. Okay. Smile. And the world smile with you. Woohoo!